Hi Capricorn, this is your August 22nd through August 28th weekly tarot reading. I do 5 separate spreads in my weekly readings. We'll have a spread on new love, a separate spread on love in an existing relationship or marriage. I'll do an X spread. We'll talk about your work, your business, and your finances, and we'll see what you're not expecting to happen this week. Please like, share, and subscribe to support this channel. This first spread is on new love this week. We have the Two of Cups clarified by the Page of Pentacles. We have the Eight of Pentacles. We have the Eight of Swords clarified by the Page of Cups. In the potential outcome, we have the Eight of Wands with the Star and the Ten of Cups, and we have the Sun on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an Aquarius or a Leo or any zodiac sign. Well, Capricorn, I noticed one thing right away. You could be dealing... How the two of you meet could have something to do with kids, children. You could be a single parent. They could be a single parent. You could be working in a children industry. You could be like a teacher, or they could be a teacher. Or you could be like a ballet instructor for children. Something along those lines. You see, I've got 2 pages, the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Cups, right? Those could be kids. In the Ten of Cups right next to the deck, we got a couple of adults and also a couple of kids jumping around. And in the Sun card on the bottom of the deck, there's also a kid riding a horse. Right? So children could be a factor of how the two of you meet, or actually, you know, perhaps both of you want children, and that's how you're going to be starting this conversation. You can always leave me a comment, let me know how this plays out for you. The good news is that I do see the two of you getting together. As a matter of fact, the very first card that came out is the Two of Cups. Right from the get-go, we get the Two of Cups. There's 2 people in the Two of Cups, right? This is a card of a soulmate connection. It's a card of unconditional love. It's a card of 2 people seeing eye to eye, 2 people, you know, on the same page. So yeah, from the get-go, the two of you will have instant chemistry, instant connection, and the two of you have so much in common, right? The Two of Cups is clarified by the Page of Pentacles. It could be child number 1. You're a kid or they're a kid, or perhaps you work in the industry, right? The Page of Pentacles, you know, this is them asking you out. The Page of Cups to the right, clarifying the Eight of Swords, could also be them asking you out on a date. Right, the Page of Pentacles could be something tangible, something you can touch. So it could be tickets to a show or a concert, or they may take you out to a fancy dinner and you know, pay for it, obviously. Then we have the Eight of Pentacles right next to the Two of Cups. The Eight of Pentacles is a card of work, business, and finances. So like I said, you could be working in a child daycare or something, or a school or a university, right? But if it's not the workplace where the two of you meet, then the Eight of Pentacles is a card of dedication, right? You see how that person in the Eight of Pentacles is working, diligently working on that pentacle? Yeah, it's dedication. Then we have the Eight of Swords clarified by the Page of Cups. So the Eight of Swords is a card of somebody who is overthinking, you know, and it could be you or them, or perhaps both of you, or overthinking at some point in the future, but I don't think you'll have a reason to do so, right? The Eight of Swords is something we often create in our own mind, something that is either not real, or perhaps you're blowing it out of proportion, you know, with that Eight of Swords. So perhaps you're thinking, are they going to invite me to a second date? So here comes the second date with the Page of Cups, right? But again, it could be another kid. In the potential outcome, we have the Eight of Wands with the Star and the Ten of Cups. So there you go. You have a bright future ahead of you, like literally bright future, right? The Eight of Wands is one of the fastest cards in the deck. You could go travel together, or you could be moving in together with that Eight of Wands. When you do move in together, you may relocate to another neighborhood, another city, another state. And my favorite interpretation of the Eight of Wands is the Cupid's Arrows card, right? So yeah, don't worry, it's all right. You know, they are definitely on board. The Star right next to the Eight of Wands is the personal Aquarius card. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, but the Star is a card of a wish come true. Something people usually wish for or hope for a very long time, right? And the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is a family card. It's the happily ever after card. It's one of the best cards when it comes to emotionally fulfilling relationships or marriages. It's a fantastic card to have. And the cherry on top, the icing on the cake, the sun on the bottom of the deck, is already kind of mentioned it. There's a kid riding a horse in it. But the sun is a card of clarity, right? So you'll be clear where this is going after you're done overthinking with that Eight of Swords. And the Sun is also the happiest card in the deck. The Sun always talks about joy, success, happiness, and feeling on top of the world, right? And, I really like how we have the happiest card in the deck and the Ten of Cups, the happily ever after. So don't overthink it, don't stress it. You definitely have a future with this person. And I'm not even going to do an extended for you, Capricorn, because with cards like that, come on. This looks really good. This looks really good. And again, perhaps you are a single parent, they are, or, perhaps you work at a school, they work at a daycare, and that's how the two of you meet. I don't know. But this looks amazing. All right? Really happy for you, Capricorn. Congratulations. Capricorn, if you're already married or if you're in a relationship, this spread is for you. We have the Two of Pentacles, clarified by the Eight of Wands. We have the Wheel of Fortune, the Devil, and the Moon on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Pisces or another Capricorn. For whatever reason, the very first thing I thought of when I saw this spread was, should I stay or should I go? It doesn't necessarily mean that you're thinking of leaving this connection, leaving your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your significant other. For some of you, it could be. But there's definitely some weighing pros and cons going on here, right? The Two of Pentacles, the first card that came out, this is a card of weighing pros and cons. It's clarified by the Eight of Wands, and the Eight of Wands could be a card of travel. It's one of the fastest cards in the deck, and it often plays out as a travel card. Like I said, for most of you, it could be you guys looking at different vacation destinations, or perhaps you were invited and you're thinking whether you want to go or not. Right, the Eight of Wands is also a card of communication. All right, so perhaps once you've reached the verdict, once you've reached the decision, you can communicate that to whoever is waiting for it. The Wheel of Fortune in the middle could also be a travel card, right? The Wheel of Fortune is also a card of starting a new cycle, right? That's what you're thinking about, whether you want to start it or not, whether you want to move forward with something or not. The Devil right next to the deck, that would be your personal card, Capricorn, your major arcana card, and it's always a good sign to have your own card, especially your major arcana card in your own reading. That means you're the one in charge, you're the one doing the contemplation in the Two of Pentacles, right? The Moon on the bottom of the deck, you could be dealing with Pisces. But the Moon is probably what's going on inside your own head, right? The Moon is one of the most emotional cards in the tarot deck. So it's a card of fear, it's a card of uncertainty, it's a card of hidden things. So perhaps you're thinking perhaps that you don't know everything there is to know about this adventure or this travel or this trip or this new thing, right? And that's why you're kind of contemplating. Well, I don't really see any cards suggesting that it's something bad or risky or negative. Perhaps you know more details about it, but from what I see here, it's nothing bad, for the lack of a better word. All right, so yeah, it's up to you what you want to do here. Should you stay or should you go? It's going to be up to you. You're definitely in charge here with your major arcana card being here. The Wheel of Fortune, to be fair, is a good card. It's a good card. It's always good news in my spreads. So just keep that in mind. All right? Cool. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you, Capricorn, this week. Keep in mind, it could be somebody from a couple of months ago, a year ago, or a couple of years ago, so it doesn't have to be the most recent ex. We have Death, clarified by the Five of Cups. We have the Page of Swords, clarified by the Six of Swords and the Ace of Cups, and we also have the Queen of Pentacles and the Emperor on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Scorpio or an Aries or any zodiac sign. I think you're dealing with the Emperor on the bottom of the deck. It could be an Aries you're dealing with, but the Emperor, well, the good news is that the Emperor, I think in this particular situation, is a good card. The Emperor, in a negative way, could have been somebody who is a control freak, but I think in this case, well, they could have been. But I think in this case, the Emperor is good. This is somebody who is perhaps finally got their crap together, somebody who is finally stepping up, somebody who is finally ready for a commitment, right? And they regret not being ready for that in the past, right? The Death card, the first card I came out, is clarified by the Five of Cups. Death could be a Scorpio you're dealing with, but death is probably the end of your connection at some point in the past. It's also a card of transformation, right? So this person is different now. Like I said, probably they got the job, or probably they got a better place or a place, they got a haircut. They're stepping up, right? Perhaps they've gone through some kind of a transformation, or they worked on themselves, or they did something, right, that changed them, something that prepared them for a serious connection. The Five of Cups clarifying death. This card has always to do with the past. This is a card of regrets. This is a card of grieving. This is a card of thinking about the past. And I think this card belongs to the Emperor. So they regret whatever they did to you or didn't do, right? Perhaps they were all over the place, but like I said, now they are finally pulled themselves together. And they are about to let you know that. We got the Page of Swords clarified by the Six of Swords and the Ace of Cups. The Page of Swords, in this case, I think this is a message. You know, it often comes through as a card of somebody spying or doing research, but I think in this case it's a message. A very straightforward, direct message. They want to talk to you. Right, and with the Six of Swords and the Ace of Cups, this is them wanting to come back to you, express their love to you. And the Six of Swords is a card of an improvement, right? This is a card of things getting better. So again, that goes back to what I was just talking about this particular individual. They've improved themselves. And now they're here with the Ace of Cups, right? The Ace of Cups is all about genuine, authentic love, to be fair. The Queen of Pentacles right next to the deck, that would be you, Capricorn. I deliberately did not clarify the Queen of Pentacles. I want you to make a decision about this person, because I don't know exactly what they did or didn't do. I want you to compare and contrast, I guess, the new person and the way they used to be, and then you can make your final decision as to what you want to do. You can make a final judgment call, and it'll be like a verdict, right? Perhaps if the improvements are good enough for you, then you can give them a second chance. All right, cool. Let's talk about your work, your business, and your finances, Capricorn. This week we have the Knight of Cups, we have the Chariot clarified by the Devil and the Lovers. We have the Knight of Swords and the Four of Swords on the bottom of the deck. I don't know if you just watched the couple spread. The couple spread had a choice. This spread right here is definitely a choice you'll have to make. Option A is the Knight of Cups. Option B is the Knight of Swords. Right, and there you are in the middle, the Devil, clarifying the Chariot, and we also have the Lovers right next to you, right? The Lovers is a card of a choice. The Devil, like I said, that would be you. The Chariot could be you going somewhere or moving forward with one of the offers, right? The Four of Swords on the bottom of the deck, this is you taking a little break to think about it. It could be two job offers, two business opportunity offers, or perhaps two different work-related or business-related conferences you are invited to go, right? Two options. Don't worry about the zodiac signs here. You got two knights. One knight represents one offer, the other knight represents the other offer. And yeah, the Chariot is a major arcana card, and so is the Lovers, and so is obviously the Devil. I think it's going to be up to you what you want to do here. You know, when spreads like that come out, that means that both offers are equally good. So you'll just, if these are two job offers, you know, you can look at the packages, salary, if there's a bonus structure, if there is like benefits, or which one of them is closer to your house. You know, what do you think is better? That's the one you should probably move forward with. That's the only advice I have for you. Okay, but yeah, both of them look good. All right, cool. Let's see what you're not expecting to happen, Capricorn, this week, but I don't think it's something unexpected, because this spread is about you having to make a choice for the third time. Right, so we got the Nine of Swords clarified by the Lovers. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Then we have the Three of Pentacles clarified by the Devil, and we also have Temperance on the bottom of the deck. This is a different deck. I use different decks for different spreads. The Three of Pentacles clarified by the Devil, that card is a card of collaboration. So that card often comes through as a card of a workplace environment or business place environment. Right? And it's clarified by the Devil, which is your major arcana card. And I really like the fact that we have the Nine of Pentacles in the middle. I think that's also you, and if you got two different job offers coming your way, then they hold you in really high regard. Because the Nine of Pentacles is a card of somebody who is in the spotlight, somebody who is admired, somebody who is respected, right? This is a card of somebody whom everybody would go to for an advice, right? And perhaps that's why they want you, because you're the best at what you do. Right? The Nine of Swords to the left from the Nine of Pentacles, that's, I think, also you. You're struggling with this decision. The Nine of Swords is clarified by the Lovers. The Lovers is a card of a choice. That's what's on your mind. That's what's stressing you out a little bit. Temperance on the bottom of the deck. I think this is the suggestion from the universe. Temperance could be a Sagittarius, so perhaps you can consult a Sagittarius. Or Temperance is all about, calm down, relax, just compare those two jobs, compare those two offers. Just take it slow, take it easy. Perhaps you can do further research those two companies, research what they do, research the industry, just don't panic. Because Temperance is completely opposite from the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords, as you can see, there is a person in bed and they're like, oh my God, what do I do? What do I do? Temperance says, calm down, relax, chill. I'm sure you will figure it out. But it is going to be hard on you. Yeah, I got to admit, it's going to be a tough choice. Okay? But it's going to be alright. Alright? Cool. And that's what I have for you, Capricorn, for this week, for this reading. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also share and subscribe. And other than that, Capricorn, have an amazing week.